Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I'm back for another hour with the album. I've started to make little photo mats. They're in different, I've got 3 different sizes because I didn't want to waste none of the paper. So these are 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I've done some that are 5 1/4 by 4, and I've also done some 6 1/4 by 6.5 by 4 1/4. I haven't finished sponging all the edges up yet, and I'm going to write on them place photo here, and that way we don't have to add designer series paper, so we'll save on DSP. But these will all be in this little album somewhere, so I reckon there's about 50 there, and you can place photos either side, and there's about 50 there between those, and you can place photos either side, so you've got space for probably about 200 photographs and all the other little tuck spot areas. So I thought I'd share what I've been doing whilst away. Yeah, these were the bits that are left off the ends, and I thought I'm not going to waste them, we can add smaller photos. So I've had one in there, and I've just popped 2 in there as well. But well, let me get my larger one out. A 6 by 4 will fit in there also. A couple of 6 by 4s. Well, 6.5 by 4 1/4. They'll fit in there as well. So, and you could also, like I'm saying, you could put 2 in there and 2 in there. I'll sponge them up quickly and show you. And we can leave them in there. This is Whisper White, Stampin' Up's Very Vanilla, and it's very thin for some reason, I think. I'm assuming it is anyway. It was sent to me. I don't buy the Very Vanilla, but I did buy Ivory cardstock, which is what that is, in A3 size. So I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4 at 6.5 by 4 1/4, and then 4 at 5 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4, and 4 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 out of each sheet. So giving me 16 photo mats out of each sheet. That's not bad, is it? And that was without no waste whatsoever, because it's half of an A4, so you would get half that amount for A4. So I'm just writing in pencil, but that way they can rub it out as well if they want to. So that can go there. I'm loving the shabby chic rough edges. I will have the rest done before I come on camera tomorrow. Make sure both my batteries are charged. There we go, they can stay in there. So there's 2 in that flap, there's 2 in that flap. You can add photos here and here. These are little tuck spots as well. And this is a tuck spot, and it's got these in there as well, little card. And that is held just together with 1 magnet. So now we need to flip this over and start on page 2. How lovely. So I've wrote some notes. So I'm going to be having 2 mini pockets on this one, with flaps coming over. So this measures 9.5, yeah, just 9.5, but I would say 9 and, oh, I can find the centre by turning it round actually. So if that's 5, that's 4. And just, that is 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5/8, I think. Don't quote me on this one. Now let me just check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4 and 5/8. So I will need cardstock at, I've got a little piece, 5 and 5/8 by, whoops, now I need to flip it back over. And these are 5, so I need it to be 4.5, and then I'll need times 2, and then I'll need 2 at 2.5 by 5 and 5/8 for the flaps that come over the top. Ooh, now let's see if I can get that out of my scraps there. If not, I'll just get some fresh sheets. These will be perfect. This will be perfect for my flaps. And I will just take that down to 2 inches. Let's just hope it is. That's not quite going to go under there. Oh, let me just run over to my machine. Well, I wish. That is now 2 inches. Oh, good job I can wheel around in my chair. So that's the 2-inch flap that's going over the top. But I need to cut that now at 5 and 5/8. Oh, that looks, yeah. No, actually it's 4 and 5/8 because we're doing the flaps over the top. We need an extra ½ inch either side because we're doing pockets at the bottom, that's right. Oh, see? Let's just make sure they're level. Perfect. Well, no, actually, one is slightly... Why is that then, Gaynor? What have you done wrong? Let's just make sure. Oops. There we go. They're both now 4 and 5/8. Because we need to come away from this edge a little bit. So that one will fit there. And this one should fit here. We can, oh actually, are we short of it? We are short of it. Okay now, what have you done? Oh, give me strength somebody. Don't worry, they'll go on something else. So it's 9. And 1, 2, 3/8. So 4.5 and 1. So it needs to be 5 and 4 3/4, more or less, and then we can skim off. Let's just check. Oh my goodness, what's that width? That's just 2. That's not long enough. There we go. That's 3, so I can score that. Let's just make sure. I know what I'm going to do. Watch this now. I will get that. You watch. I'm going to come in just a nick because I don't want it up to that score line. I'm going to remove that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently fold and pinch one end so I can find the centre. And that is just short of 4 3/4. So yeah, and they both should be bang on now. Yes, perfect, look at that. So let's score these at a 1/2 inch. Oh, I need to take them down to 2.5 now. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. There we go. Don't need these 2 little bits. And what I'll do the exact, I can't do the exact same. But now I know what the distance is. Let me just check. Oh, I never scored them, did I? Okay, you know what you're doing. So 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. I only want a 2 inch fold over. So that's not going to be tall enough, is it? I don't think. By the time we take 1/2 inch off. And add that on there. No, it needs to be another inch wider. So is that the widest bit? Yeah, that's the widest I've got. So I'm going to just grab some of my mint macaron and I'll pop them 2 to one side and we'll get something out of them later. Whee! Off by my chair again. So I've got a whole packet of this. So just take a few out because there's not many tall things I need. There's probably about another maybe 4 to 6 maybe, but I don't need to take it out of that. I'll just take 1 sheet for now. So right, I need that to go on there. I'm going to mark it and I'm going to add 1 inch. That way I can score 1/2 inch either side. And I'm going to do the same from this end. Make sure that's right up to the edge. And add 1 inch, and I'm going to get it just right. So by 4.5. So if I take that to there, oh, right there, which is that, and I'm going to add 1 inch. So that's 5 and there. And then I need that by 4.5. That will come for something after. And then this one is going to be, whoops. So that's the width plus 1 inch. Oh, that one's just, is that just going to be a little bit short? Let's do it this way then. So, I want them both to be bang on. By 4.5. Oh, we're getting there in the end, ladies. And now we need to score these at 1/2 inch 3 sides. moment of truth. So it's really sticky on my scissors. Flipping it. Really sticky. Oh, the vinyl. There we go. That's a lot better. A lot better. So let's see. Once we are going to glue these little edges down. In fact, I'm going to do that the opposite way. No, I can't. I'll just get my rubber on that. No need. We're going to cover it in DSP Gaynor, so no need. I love talking to myself. Right. Just hold that down. Then we can measure these and make sure we've got them right. Let's do the next one. Cute. Let's get these glued down. And then we can measure them against our page. Perfect. Right. Moment of truth. So that one is going on there. And that one is going on there. And how is that too long? I don't believe this. How is it too long? Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. No, easy. We're going to chop that off. I don't know how I worked that one out wrong. So, and we just have to glue this side down. Oh my goodness. My boo-boobs, you don't have to make these mistakes. I'm doing them for you. Take that right up to the end. I can't believe that. I measured it perfect as well. I thought it did. So I'm going to trim them off. And we're going to then just give that the tiniest little bit of glue down the side. Oh, what am I doing wrong? I've got a 12 by 12 one coming to these. So we just glue that little flap down. The only thing is we won't be able to take it all the way to that corner. So, but we will. And I mean, I'm having the tiniest little dash of glue just to keep it closed. So now it better add. I don't know why that didn't work out when the lids were perfect. So now let's check. And we're going along that edge. Yeah, we're going along that edge. And that one's still a little bit short. OMG, I'm going nuts here. I should always take No, it's there. We have a little fraction. Oh my goodness. And I mean a little fraction. I've taken about a 1/16 of an inch off. But it's still glued down, thankfully. Right, now. That's better. That's perfect. Perfect. Is my lid going to... Look at that. I even marked them as well. Look at that. I'm going to round the corners off. What's happened there? Why is that screwed up? Let's just check. That was perfect. And that one's perfect. So get some gluing done, Gaynor. Right, get these in first. You'll still be able to get anything all the way down to the bottom, just not on this side. I don't know how that went wrong, Dan. I'm brilliant at maths normally. Right along that edge, right along the bottom edge, and glue. And we're going to save on DSP on this page as well, because you don't need to put a strip in there, because we're just going to use little squares to decorate. Oh my goodness. Now that fits perfect. Right, I'm going to probably do this again on another page further on. So I'm going to write down what I need. So they are 4 and 5/8. 4 and... See, that one's 4 and nearly 3/4. I'll just do 4 and 5/8 on both, and then we can just have a little bit away from each edge. You could always miter these flaps if you wanted to, but there is no need. So making sure it's on the edge and it's lined up with there and there. Okay, we didn't sponge. Arrgh, Gaynor. Forget your head if it was loose. Let me just wonder. It's too short. Oh, that's a little bit short. Oh my god, I'm having a disastrous day. Should I stop? Come back. So I'm just going to sponge the edges on the flaps and at the bottom. Sponge, 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 sponge. I can do that on the side. Now I need to do on this side as well. Next time, remind yourself again to sponge first, add after. Don't add then sponge. It's all new to me, this spongy malarkey. No, it's not. It's just I've never sponged on an album like this before. So, let's see what size photo mats fit in our little pockets, if any. They do, but they're going to be too tall. Look, oh, what a shame. And they're the smallest as well. Yes, they are. I could always trim them down. I'm going to take two. 1, 2. And these are with the flap shut. These are 4 3/4. So if I take these down to 4 3/4, I can sponge and round the corners off again. Where there's a will, there's a way. Perfecto. Perfect. So, I'm going to have these lengthways. Check the battery. Over, last one. Perfect. They can go inside these pockets. Why is that not? Oh, it's not going all the way down now. Oh, I was going to go mental again. There it is. That should. Come on, go all the way down. There we go. They fit in there just right. And we're going to have some magnets. Right. Tape, 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 tape. There we go. In the middle. Strong stuff. And just fold them over and grip the other. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I have a swig of my coffee. Mr. Boyce fetched me a coffee up. He's a darling. Nom 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 nom. So, right, let's get some measuring. Where's my little ruler? There. I'm going to start crafting. My desk gets so full. So these are 2. So we want 1 7/8 by 4.5. I fetched over some, I want some different papers this time. My lace bin, I've got lace in. Let's see what this is. Oh, I love that photo edge. So I'm just going to cut this down to 4.5 on one side, or even 1 7/8. We've got enough then, so I haven't chopped the whole piece of paper up. We've got the 1 7/8, and then I can do this by 4.5. Mind you, I want 4 of these. 1. I'll take that off. I want that cog in there. So 4.5 this side. Perfect. I'm going to round the corners off. And that's going to go there. Why is that short? Oh my god. Take deep breaths, Gaynor. Oh my god. This ruler must be deceiving me. That is 4.5. 4 and 5/8, and I just took it down to 4.5. You took it down to 4.25, you silly sausage. Oh, forgive me. I'm just going to go back and get some more paper. Oh my god, I'm having a disaster. I might edit this page out and see. Look, I've just done this without you having a look in. I'm going to do 2 while I'm here. Because I need 4 of them. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating pints. Right, 4.5, Gaynor, not 4.25. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. I'm going to do it, I want that clock in. Check. Better. Whew. It's alright, you can all laugh. Go on. I know you're doing it. I would be too. Right. Perfect. We'll get there in the end, won't we? Perfect. Oh, I'm sweating gallons. Cover our little magnets up. Don't throw those because we'll probably may have a boo-boo somewhere else and we'll need them. Oh, you gotta laugh, aren't you? Otherwise you'd cry. So, you know what time it is? 8:30. Right. So we've got our photo mats in there. We're going to need some more for there. I'm going to use this side. And again, 4.5 gainer. Oh, I don't know what my look. Oh, I'm going to do lally. Sure of it. Sure of it. Oh, sorry, I've got snobs as well. No, I haven't. I just got a little runny nose. I guarantee when my hands are full and busy, my nose just wants to run. Does it while I'm washing my hands. You know your hands are wet. Oh, as soon as I get my hands wet, my nose just wants to dribble. I know, sorry, too much info. They're like, we don't want to know. Nice little border all round, perfect. Oh. Don't worry, you can't see when it's dry. It does dry clear. What's wrong with that? Oh my goodness. Nothing. It's fine, Gaynor. Shut up. So the gorgeous Carla gifted me some of these beautiful steampunk stickers. Absolutely gorgeous. Love them. So I'm going to see where I can add a few of these. Don't know what that is. Gorgeous moment. Frozen in time. These stamps and steampunk roses. These are English shapes. Oh, I don't know. We'll have a look later anyway. So I'm going to do some. Definitely want some more clocks cut out. Do a collage of clocks. You know, maybe a collection of clocks down in one of these corners. Beautiful. Add some paper. Oh, look at that on the back of there. Nice. Right, 4.5 by, oh, what was the distance? 4, so 3 7/8. Three and 7/8. By 4.5. Oh, you could do one with the clocks on and then build those up on top like a collage. Oh, I like that idea. and then I build them up. One can go flat. And then these two can have dimensionals on, so we can tuck stuff behind them as well. So that one can go just there, and that one can go just there, and then that can be used as a tuck spot. Oh, love it. And this one can have the newspaper on that side. Perfect. Oh, my battery's dead. I'm just going to have to change it over. Sorry about this. It's going to go any second and I can't turn it off because it will save my data otherwise. So it's just going to run. There we go. Low battery. Oh, I do apologise about that. My battery died and I just left it for that night. I finished off with a few little charms on here, but I've come back the next day now. This is so, and I found this beautiful photo frame, and I've left it. Look, so you can tuck a little picture behind there. So that's just one of the little bits that are cut out. So we finished page 1 and 2. Let's get on and do some more on pages 3 and 4. Like, oh, it's gotten really chilly in my craft room. I've just been and put a thicker top on. So, right, we're going to do a top pocket. I want a 4-inch top pocket, just leaving an inch gap. So I grab a piece of card. Whoops, come on, come out. I actually want 3 pockets for this one. Might get away with 2 sheets. Oh, that bit, mind you, they're long, aren't they? So, I'm going to do one at, well, let me just check my ruler. You know me, and measurements don't add up. So I'm just going to, that is 9. I'm going to make the first pocket. I'm going to come away from this edge. And I'm going to make that 9 3/8. So I want 10 3/8. So if I mark this 10 3/8. and 3/8. And I'll do another one down at the bottom because I want another 10 3/8. There. Let's just cut that off the length first. So we can use that for something else. It won't fit in there, I don't think. No. So I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to cut this one, first one, at 4.5. So we got one at 4.5, and we've got one at 3 3/4. Let's just measure this. I'll have this one exactly the same, 3 3/4. So give give me 2 seconds, it'll be quicker I do it on here. And I've got enough then to do another pocket on another page. So we've got these, that's the tall one. We've got 2 exactly the same. Oh, what's happened there? Oh my goodness. What have I done? 10 3/8. I'm just going to make sure that's trimmed up straight. Oh. Sorry about this, people. Now they're both the same. I should just go over there and cut them at the same time, shouldn't I? Right, just all 4 pieces now. We're going to score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Starting with the short side, always. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. But we're going to do something, oops, with these 2 small ones to give it a funky shape, something different. And then our large one, this is just going to be a straight flat pocket. Let's cut these off first. Oh, I could hear my little pooch. She was laying downstairs, Lexi, and she dreams a lot, she does, and yelps. Not yelps, but whimpers in her while she's sleeping. Oh, bless her. She cracks me up, she does. She's a little darling. I'm going to fold and burnish these just to make sure they fit before we attach. I'm going to make sure everything fits from now on, not like the boo-boo I did yesterday, which you probably remember. On those, where's they gone? I've lost my page. Oh, it's right next to me. As you know, on these 2, I made a bit of a boo-boo, so we won't try not to make that mistake again. So this is our tall pocket. And look at that, if I put that to the edge, I'm coming away from this side, so that's perfect. Perfect. So now we can glue. Oh my goodness. Just having a little bit on there, just while I glue. Just helps it to keep it all together. I can start to glue this now. It's just sprung back open. So starting on the edge, just lay this down and making sure you go right along the edge. Perfect. Just come away from this side just a fraction so it doesn't interfere. Right, now with these 2, we're going to fold these over and we're going to do a little bit of slanted cutting. Make them a bit more fanciful. just make sure these fit, because they're both exactly the same size. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the centre. So this is 9 1/4. Oh, okay. So the centre of 9 1/4 is 4 1/2 and 4 5/8. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from that centrepiece on this one, and I'm going to take this down 1/2 inch. On either end. I'm going to have a slight gradual move to it. Let's glue these bottom bits together just to keep them in place. Oh, Gaynor, don't forget your sponging. I just realised. Silly sausage. Just make sure that stays flat and on. So, because we're going to have a strip of DSP there, I can just open this and give this a bit of a sponge, because we're going to hide that back piece with DSP anyway, and we want to do this side anyway as well. So our DSP gets shown as well. But once the paper's on, it'll look a lot better. You need to stop there, Gaynor, because you're going to add another piece. So let's get our chopper. And I'm going to pop this in on that mark, right on the edge, and that as well. I don't think it wants me to do it. I'll have to do it on the trimmer. I don't want to make any boo-boobs. So that little mark to that one. Take that off, snip that off ourselves. Just a slight gradual, and then we can do the same. No, that wasn't quite up to that mark. So let me put that back on. Whoa, my eyesight. I definitely. Let me give you the glasses. Ugh. I'm going blind. Right there. And that needs to go there. Near enough. So put that in there. And that wants to go there. I'll trim that up by hand. It looks a little bit rough there. Right, that's that bottom piece, which is going to be on there. Oh no, wait there, I've got it written down. So we're going to do that with this one. That's going to go down. I might take these down to 1 inch actually. So let's find the centre again, which is, close that over, 4 5/8. We've cut down, so we want to cut, so we want to cut from the corners down, and then I want to take that down about 1 inch. So I take that to 1 inch. I best just use my ruler. There's the centre down 1 inch. We want to cut from there up to there, and from there up to there. And I need to cut these down another 1/2 inch. Inch. Just going to make them look pretty. Pretty. Snipping them off at an angle. And then this one can go to there. Need to create a point. Perfect. Oh, it cut right through the two. So this time we're going to cut from the tip down to that point. I'm going to hope it's there. I'm going to start from the centre, so I want to see if that's in the track before I put my blade down. There it is. And cut that way. Oh, and then get that back in the track so I can see it. There. To there. And you will see a little join, but I'm just going to flatten that back out. And you shouldn't be able to see that then. Let's pop this away. Just we're going to squash up our edges. Just trim that off a little bit more. Just so I can't see it. Glue that down. And then we can do some fraying. So this is going to fit. Oh, scissors, go out the way. Inanimate objects. So this one is going to get on there. And this one is going to go on the top, like so. So we get 3 tuck spots, but with 3 different edges. Isn't that cute? So where's my rubber? Now sponge. And I'm only going to sponge the top of this one, because that one's going over the top, and maybe a bit down the sides. That one's going on there. And then this one, I'm going to sponge all around. I'm not going to attach this one yet though, because we need to put some DSP. Actually, yeah, we could do, but we're going to cut that so we just don't have to cover the whole paper as well. So we just, once that goes on there, we will only need small triangles, so perfect. I'm just going to get my larger scissors because that is just frayed a little bit. Just want to make a nicer point. So let's get this glued in. Just jump over the edge, Gaynor. Right to the edge. Perfect. This just looks like an open envelope, doesn't it? And that's where we get our ideas from. And then this looks like the top end of an envelope, but it's going to be at the bottom end of our pocket. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it. Keeping this all along the edge. Nice and level. Perfect. So what we do, we get our DSP, we put that against there. Let's just see what we've got here. Just wonder, oh, they might be what, you know, they might just be perfect enough. So if I take to there off, and then this side, where's that mark gone? There it is. And then that one to there. Perfect. Gaynor got it right for once. Nobody's going to see in there, see. So we just need that little border all the way there. Perfect. Again. Perfect. And it's a little bit of the map of the world. Let's get that in. Just front up, just a touch. Perfect. Perfect. That look cute. Love it. Now we need just a piece. I would say that would go down to there, just for this piece. That's not wide enough. Let's see what we've got over here. Oh, we can have the top of the clock showing. Keeping that level. Why wouldn't you move then? Oh, I can't see with these new glasses on. I can see my work perfect, but when I look up, whoa, they're like mega strong. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to say, ooh, 2 inches. Should be plenty if I can get it in there. Off the top of the clocks. Let's just check that. I might have to cut a bit more off, it's a bit too wide. Definitely just a fraction. What happened, Gaynor? Why did you have to mess? Just going to have a slightly wider border on this one. Oh, I'm a numpty. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, do you know what? Go down. Don't stick. I'm not worried about that side. I'd like to come over a little bit more. Maybe where's that piece gone? Did I put that piece? There. No one will ever know. The hair on the end of my glue. Now this is the right width. I'm going to have another 2 inches off there, and that will be the top piece. Show it the newspaper showing. In fact, I'm going to do 1.5 inches. I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to turn it round there. And then after that, glued up there. Perfect. Look at all the writing in the right way as well. It's great stuff. Just get this in, making sure the writing's going the right way. Making sure that's level. Perfect. Isn't that unusual? Isn't that cool? Right, now a piece for this one. I think this might be just... Oh look, it's not quite wide enough. Roses were upside down anyway, so lift that up. That's going to be too big of a border. Just see. That's got to be on a slant anyway. I'm not piecing it up, Dana. Don't start doing stuff like that. It's redonkulous. Oh, lovely. So that needs to be that height. So we need to chop that off there first of all, and then we want lengthwise. That width. You need another slither of that. Do the cutting first. Yeah, do the cutting first. So, making sure you've got a decent gap either side. Mark the top. And then, oh, let me do it with a pen. And then just cut off. And then we can mark that level. You need to come off to there and then to there. Da, 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 da. Don't worry about those marks because we're going to flip it over. smiley people. And all I have to do now, get that in the centre where I want it. And trim off at the bottom, just by a fraction. Not quite the centre. That side, that needs to go a bit more of a tilt to there. So let's get that, because we've got plenty of space at the bottom and I want to make sure it's in the centre. So there needs to go. Oh, come down. Just a fraction. It needs to go to that point there. Don't move it again. I knew that was going to happen. There you go. That, to me, looks a million times better. Oh, fingers crossed there. Definitely need that bit to be lined up in the centre. Oh, you've done it again. You could jump on now. So I can afford to take it. Got to be that point. That point there is right in the centre. I'm just going to use scissors. Definitely. I'm just taking a little sliver. Oh. So that's the point. Yay. Now we just need to chop a little bit off the bottom. Oh, come on, get under there. Now I'm going to just take about 1/8 of an inch. Perfect. I'm not going to argue with that. Oh, look. Yeah, let's do this side. Oh, I do apologise for the sniffles. There we go. Now we just need, I didn't do the large ones. Oh, let's get 2 large ones. I'm going to sponge around the edges of that in a minute. I should have a stamp that said this. Sponge that, and then we're going to get 2 small ones, I reckon, for the do them whilst I'm off camera later. My stomach's rumbling. You hear it? Oh, shocking. So we've got space for 2 small photo mats here. They're not really small, they just all the way down to the bottom. Yep. Just going to get one in each, in the top one and the middle one. Just to prove that, just to show that they are tuck pockets. Perhaps add some more later when they're all done. I'm going to go down later. I've got to time something, Mr. B. So I'll take these down and block them all. Put one in the centre. And that one's slot. And then I'll do all the other photo mats whilst I'm timing something for Mr. B. He's done all the vegetables ready for Sunday dinner, and he's asked me if I will switch them on and time them for him. So by the time he gets back they'll be perfect and he'll be able to pop them in the oven then as roasts. We're having a late lunch today. We can't beat a Sunday roast. There we go. I know it's time consuming because you have to do both sides, and then this one goes in the very back one. So that's, I'll hold, if you put 2 of each in, 2 in there, 2 in there and 2 in there, that'll hold 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 photos just in that section. So let's flip this over. Ooh, and I know we're going to have, oh, let me see what we're going to do on the next page. Oh, this one's going to have a large pocket with a flap coming over and then more tuck spots places for, and that's not wide enough. Ew, another piece of paper. I don't mind, I don't use that very often. And I can always order more. So this needs to be, measure it. I know I keep getting it wrong, don't I? So this is, say 9 3/8 because we don't want it a comma. In fact, I'm going to do 9 1/2 because I don't want it to go all the way to the top. So by the time 9 1/4, sorry. So by the time I take it down 1/2 inch, so the pocket will then be 8 1/2, and then this is definitely 5 inches. So you take it to 6 because we're going to score on all 3 sides. And because it's running this way, we're going to do the long 2 ends. So this needs to be 6 by 9 1/4, and we will also need a piece 2 1/2 by 5. So we'll be back in a flash. Oh my goodness. By 6. its flap as well at one sheet. Yay! So that's spare. So half an inch on the short side. Well, I'm going to, Lolly. Yeah, you are. I'm talking to myself. There it is. I knew it. Corner rounder. It's going to be our flap. And then we need to score this. Perfect. I might do a thumb hole in this one, you know, for when the recipient wants to take the photo maps out. So I've got my circle punch, though it's rather large. Oh no, I've got another one here. This is 1 3/8. Just going to roughly eyeball this. And pop that out. And this is going to go on there. Perfect. And I'm not interrupting that. So let's just glue this down. When it wants to unclog itself. A little bit of a must this time because I'm doing such a big area. Just let this adhere down. Glue under my fingernail. Wicked. So just keep away from the score line. Just only about 1/8 of an inch, if, well, not even that. About 1/16 of an inch, just so you know you can fold the pages over. And you want to keep that right along the edge. Get that good bit of burnish. And I've done it again, haven't I? Looks like it's got stripes when I do it like that. Lovely. Perhaps it needs a new mat on it now because it's been hammered to death, bless. Sponged to death even. So let's get this done now while it's off. Perfect. Now we can attach this piece right along the edge there and make it look like a huge envelope. Perfect. And now it's the same width. Oops, don't slide down. Okay, keep it right along the edge. So we're only going to need the smallest piece of DSP. So perhaps we can use some of this sheet. Oh, look at those little birdies going across the top there. So if I add that in there, I'll lose my pencil. Where's that? Well, there's one anyway. Take that to there and maybe come down just a fraction. I'll take the little fraction off first. That way you're not losing all that pattern. Always cut your smallest pieces first, and then you can always take it down. Perfect, that way you've got minimal waste. Let's just check that you can see those little birdies as well. Oh, I need to go a bit further. Oh, don't worry, we'll keep that one because I am going to be doing another one. Oh, so let's start again. So this. And then we're going to take this down just to there, say. Forgot about my hole. My thumb hole. There we go. And let's check again. Isn't that cute? You can still see those. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold that back gently. These are getting so sturdy, these pages. Show the birds are the right way up. Oh, Gaynor, come on way up before it sets on you. That's where we need it to be, right there. Just put a glue under there, just where I put my finger on it and it wore off. Oh, that's perfect. So that's that way, that's that way, that's that way. We have enough space. I know what we can do with this one. Oh, shavings. Look at I've got. I got some of these station, what do they call them? Envelope enclosures. So we can put one on there and one on there after we've added DSP. We could do it like that and have a longer piece of string. Ooh, yes. Right, is this wide enough? No, it's not long enough though. Oh, what a pity. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at that. That's just going to be perfect. I want the hot air balloon on there more than the bicycle. So, oh, I love it. So if we give ourselves a good border all the way around on this piece, that's going to fit there perfectly. So I want about that much taken off. And we've got to determine, there we go, that's going to fit lush. So we need to so that's going there. I'd say that would come just about there. Perfect. Ooh, love it. Oops. Oh, you silly sausage. I know it's going to look lovely, but it would have looked even better if the paper was running the right way. Oh well. The recipient can turn it round and have a look, can't they? So to save on DSP as well, again, now we just need some of these papers to go on. There. What can we use? Not going to go with, is it? So that's me just chatting away to myself. 2 inches. 4 7/8 by 1 1/8. Loving it. Let me just see what battery life. Looking good. quarter, isn't it? Whoa, it's very small, but very nice. Oh, I know what you can. Oh, I know what we've got. If I've still got it, that is. Oh, I hope I have. Yeah, I think I have. We can use cogs from the Geared Up Garage to give us our cogs for some decoration. Ooh, nice. So, just make sure that is just squished down properly. There's plenty of space for our flap. I should have moved that DSP up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So, we can grab a couple of photo mats. I'm going to put 2 small and 2 large, but I'll decorate them later. I'm not going to mess around now. So we can put those in there. And these as well. So there's loads more space for photos. Hence the thumbnail. And then also I'm going to attach one just to the front here to disguise my paper that's been on the wrong way. And I'm only gluing 3 sides. Little border. And they can use this as a tuck spot as well. Perfect. Let me just leave that in to show. That's the tuck spot area. Too long. Just leave that like that. And then we've got to do our attachment. I'm going to attach that there with a couple of dimensionals. I'm going to place the dimensionals around the outside. But I'm also going to leave, so there's a little space there. So when the photo goes on, they can tuck behind there as well, with a little border left on. So we can add our string. Really needed to add it to here. So I think look at that, it's a bit covered. I'll grab some more. Use a large one on there. String, string, string. I've got some navy blue, thick. fast. Oh God. There we go. An alternative to magnets. Perfect. I love it. So we've got our pocket pages. Then we flip it over and we've got this massive, huge pocket there with tuck spot and place for photos there. So they're done. Just going to check. 2:45. Oh, good gracious me. Can't get it. Oh, I need nails. My nails, I tell you what, I need nails. But not false ones. I can't do false ones. Remember last time? I could not do anything with them. So... you can make booklets, even to go into that last one we just made. So we need this to... it's not 4 1/4 though, is it? Or is it 4 1/4? Yeah, I think it is 4 1/4. So it's 9, and just say 9. So 9 3/8. So we'll come away from that edge. So make that 9 1/4. 9 3/8. So 4 1/2 is 9. 4 1/2, 4 1/2. And 1/8 each. So 4 5/8, and 4 5/8 is 8. 5. 4 4 8. 5 8. 5 8. 1 2 3 4 5 is 8. Oh, my head's going Pete Tonk. 8. 9 1/4 and a 1/2 inch, and 9 3/4 by 5. Yep, here's 5. Yep, 9 3/4. Let's measure this. Oh, plenty on that one. Is it by 5 though? No, it's 4 1/2. Well, let's do 4 1/2. No. Shall we? Yeah, we can have a 1/2 inch gap at the bottom and a 1/4 inch gap at the bottom and at the top. So if I have another one of these at 9 3/4 by 4, oh God, that's nowhere near. And neither's that. So let's just grab another one. I'll be back in a flash. 9 3/4. By 4 1/2. Leave me 3 3/4 by 9 3/4 for something else. So I want to score this at 1/2 inch, and then we need them to be 4 5/8. plus the ½ inch we've just done. So I take that up to ½ inch, score at 4 5/8. That's a bit. ½ inch. Oh goodness, what's wrong with this card? Pull out ½ inch. Score 4 5/8. That's not right. Wait there now, I'm confusing myself. Let's fold that over. Yes, wrong. Don't do what I just did. Put that out. In fact, I tell you what the easiest way in the world would be to do. You've got your ½ inch score line. I just want to simply just fetch this up without going over the score line. Making sure they meet up. There. And just flatten it out. Don't worry about this, it's going to have DSP. That needs to go up a little bit more. That's better. These are going to get attached, ½ inch either side, top and bottom. So again, do the same. Fold and burnish the score line. Fetch this piece over, ignoring that score line that I just done. Ensure they're level top and bottom. So you've got that either side. Oh, I'm going to afford to come away from this edge just a fraction. And we'll keep ½ inch. Why is one wider than the other? Oh, let me just measure. Supposed to be 4½. That one's 4½. Now it's 4½. Ooh, there we go. Luckily, we just had to. So we want this attaching this side, and this is going to attach this side, so they meet in the middle, and they're roughly ½ inch each way from the top. And that they're both now the same size, so not impeding on the score line in any way, shape or form. I'm just looking at my notes. Right, so let's attach these. Gaynor, you're forgetting to sponge. Oh, I'm hopeless. Get mad if it was loose. Let's attach this quickly around the end and making sure we've got an even space either side. About 1/4 inch. Oh my goodness. That's it. Let's sponge this one before we attach the glue. What am I doing? Oh, more fingers and thumbs, don't know what I'm doing. There we go, all done. Cool, blimey, I think I should just scruffed up the edges on there. What do you call it? A DSP instead of all the edges. So we need this to be attached in there. We've done that one right against the edge, so we're away from the score line here, so that's what I want to do. So let's get that attached. Lining this up together. So, keeping the distance exactly the same, top and bottom. So just press that down. Oh, I'm ashamed. I've scored that now. It won't matter when we got a DSP on. So we've got all our 4 squares blotted that way and that way. And I've missed a big chunk there. What have you done, Gaynor? Oh, well, at least I can laugh at myself as well. Yeah, I can laugh with me. Isn't that right, girls? We're all here for a laugh. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yay, we're done. So, we want to add one of these large photo frames. I'm going to have some DSP as well, so, oh, sponge first. don't want to add a full sheet unless I have to. Let me just measure, see if that's big enough for the inside. I know it's got a car on there, but oh, see, it's too narrow. I love it as well. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So let's see what we've got here. We've got the cogs and Steampunk. Oh, we've got the world. Right away. I can't see. Ocean. Oh, I can't see. America. This must be a really old map. Wow. Nope, can't see us. Let's have a bit of this orientation going on. So this is 9. I'm going to cut this down to 9 1/4. By 4 7/8 first. So I get to keep distance. Say 9 1/2. I always take a little bit off, I can't add it. Isn't that right, ladies and gents? So the slither I take off as well is literally going to be an 1/8 of an inch. Well, just over. Let's see if that fits in there now. Perfectly. My battery's going to go shortly, so I will leave after I've just glued this in, because I've got to go and put something on for Mr. Boyce, and then I'll be back with another video at another date. Perfect, so let's get back. Oh mind you, look at the steam engine going on there. That is so cute. Got to make sure that's not interfering, and that's not. So I'm going to have the cogs and the steam, and then I'll come back and we'll finish off, because I've only got about half an hour memory as well, so I've got to remove the memory stick, upload the videos to the computer. It all takes time. There we go, and I don't mind doing it at all. And I'm loving that little bit of green. Small border all the way round. Perfection. So I'm going to leave it here, and then I'll come back at a later stage. We are going to attach a photo mat. And right, well, let's do that quickly while the glue lid's off. And I will also do some more sponging whilst I'm timing that stuff for Mr. Boyce. So just leave a little gap. Top and bottom, you can still see the engine coming out. Not only that, we can add more as we go. So we're going to decorate these as well, both ways. And yeah, so come back on the next video. I'm going to leave you all for now. But I've been babbling on for over an hour and a half. I know that's how long my battery lasts for. So come back next time and we'll carry on decorating this gorgeous, gorgeous album from start to finish. See you soon. And if you enjoyed, I'd love a thumbs up, a share, and a press on the subscribe button. That way, and a bell as well. Don't forget the bell. That way you'll get notified of all future videos. So come back and see what we make. In fact, come back tomorrow and let's carry on making these. See you soon. Bye.